The liturgy tells us that when we face the ultimate existential crisis of our life, we may be powerless to hold it at bay, but there are 3 ways to mitigate the severity of the decree. And the first of these is tshuva. We often think of tshuva as return. We have gotten lost and are returning to the path that God has designed for us. But I'd like to suggest a different understanding of the word. When someone asks a question, the response in Hebrew is tshuva. When legal questions are brought to rabbis, their opinions are known as tshuva. Someone is curious, someone wants to know the proper way to do things, and so that someone goes in search of a tshuva. If we think of the word in the larger sense as a reaction, tshuva is our response to God's gentle tapping on our soul. Not necessarily at this time of year, although it could happen then. Not necessarily on a sacred day or in a synagogue or during the prayer experience, although it could happen then as well. But God has decided that God wants to talk to us. This doesn't mean we're in trouble. This isn't the we need to talk. It's a base-touching conversation meant to check in with us, to find out how we're doing. Tell me, says God, what's your guiding principle? How do you make the hard choices? How's your work-life balance? When the plague is over, what will you have learned about how you live your life? How strong is your Jewish identity? Is it feeling Jewish or by regular, consistent practice? Have you performed an act of loving kindness for someone you don't know, just because they are vessels of the divine spark? Our responses to these questions may not delay the end of our lives, but they may very well enrich the quality of the lives we have. In so many ways, God is waiting for our tshuva.